What's good? What's good, man? We back with another episode 2 of STAND10 the pod. I'm your host, Keno, and I wouldn't be doing my Just Do if I didn't introduce the two main attractions to the show. On one side, I got my brother, my twin, my sandbox, Trap, Osama. Tell them people what's good, family.
What's good? What's good? I hope everybody had a, good little break when we was on break. You know what I'm saying? Coming at y'all with the second episode. They get to it.
Hey, Trap, I heard y'all was getting some crazy weather down there in South Carolina. I heard the hurricane kind of hit y'all hard up there.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the reasons right there. We got swept for like a week. We were getting swept like in the finals or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
but not y'all was looking like KD in the first round.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They came through sweeping. Helene, she a little toxic one. You know what I'm saying? But we good though. We fought through it. We back. We persevered. That. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. Definitely glad everybody good with that. Definitely for sure. Glad everybody good. And then to my other side, I got the brother, the fam, Peso. Talk to him. Let him know what's good from DMV. What's good, fam?
Oh yeah, man. We up here in the DMV, man. We still standing 10, everything kosher. Just ready to get back to it, man. Hope y'all ready. We sure been ready, that's for sure.
Man, beyond ready don't even describe it. I'm talking about back and forth in the group chat. When we gonna get back to it? Trying to figure out the day. Just trying to get the time back to the schedule. But nonetheless, we found a date, got back today. Hey, no better timing than now. But let's pop today's show off, man. Let's get into it. And today we're going to go ahead and start it off by opening it up with the WNBA because we just saw the finals end on Sunday night. So the New York Liberty won the franchise's first WNBA championship Sunday night, beating the Minnesota Lynx 67-62 in an overtime victory. The franchise's longest tenured player, Sabrina Ionescu, collapsed on the Liberty's logo with her hands over her face in disbelief. So, with this finals wrapping up and we see the New York Liberty winning, how do y'all feel about that? Because I know in the first episode we spoke about the Aces. We thought the Aces was a little top heavy and we felt like they might have just kind of swept through this. How do we feel about the Liberty go ahead and taking the ship?
Felt like it was a good win. It wasn't a game 5. Well, it wasn't a good game 5 that I was expecting. I was expecting a little better game 5. I talked about it on the Cam T podcast. I was expecting a little better game, but I like game 4 more. But hey, they got the win though. Salute to them though.
Nah, they definitely got the win. Peso, did you get a chance to tap into the game? How you felt about that series?
Yeah, man, I was tapped in a little bit to it, man. Really, I felt like, the Liberty, they really have like a big three, with Sabrina, Rihanna Stewart, and Jaquel Jones. They could do it all. I mean, and Sabrina, she didn't even do nothing in the last game, so she went like, I don't even know. I think she went like 1 for 17 or something crazy like that. But
1 for 19.
Yeah, something like that. I was like, wow, and they still got the win. So that just shows you, their versatility. And when your big girl can shoot, threes just like a guard, you gonna win 9 times out of 10. So they definitely earned that.
For sure, 100%. And with that championship, we got Brianna Stewart, now a 3-time champion in the WNBA. Paul, is it time to start having a debate with her being an all-time great WNBA player, or we need to pump the brakes a little bit?
I mean, Stewie, she definitely has a resume unlike too many, like she's won on pretty much every level, been the best player on every team pretty much. I mean, she didn't win the MVP this finals, but I mean, she probably was real close. So she definitely is on her way. I mean, you still got Asia Wilson. If she can win a couple more rings, she'll be in that conversation. Caitlin probably be there too. She get her a couple rings. So it's still early, but she definitely probably be on like the Mount Rushmore by the time it's all said and done.
Right. But WNBA GOAT, I don't know, for some reason I gotta throw Maya Moore. That's my top GOAT.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody got the accolades like Maya, especially in the short time span she played. Because I feel like
she
a lot of people
early.
forgot. Really retired in her prime, if we being real.
Yeah.
Retired in her prime, so I feel like definitely with that 3rd championship, like you said, Stewie definitely moves up on that chart. She definitely moves up. And to be honest with you, man, if she was to get one more, because when we look at the greats with the WNBA, like we said, we got Maya Moore, we got Cheryl Swoops, we got list can go on. But like you said, Stewie been doing it since college. We got to give her flowers. She been
Oh yeah.
doing it at every level. So for her to
Yes,
come
sir.
on and do it at a professional level, not only do it at a professional level, but for different franchises as well, that speaks a lot. That speaks
Oh yeah.
volumes. And also capping the season with this season being one of the most entertaining seasons, not only due to the rookie class that came in, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, and of course Caitlin Clark, but we have the WNBA opting out of their CBA deal. So a lot of people were talking about when are the WNBA players going to start getting more money? When are they going to start getting their just due? When are they going to start getting their bag? With them opting out of the CBA deal, now we can have players negotiating for their rights and saying, hey, we feel as though if we deserve this percentage, we deserve that percentage. Because let's be real, the WNBA feel like they've been shortchanged all these years. So opting out of
Mm-hmm.
the CBA, definitely a big move. Trap, do you feel like opting out of the CBA, maybe next season we'll go ahead and see the WNBA players getting paid millions, or it's just still maybe be too soon?
I think it might be a little too soon.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just gonna be honest. Like I don't know if people expecting them to get like NBA money, but I don't think they're gonna get NBA money just cause they're not on as a bigger platform as the NBA. But of course they're in a good spot for how long they've been in association. But I don't think they're gonna be getting NBA money. I feel like it might be even come to the point where certain players, if they do get millions, it's gonna be certain players that get the million, get the million. You know,
Right.
like
Nah,
it's a good move though. Definitely get more money.
problems, man. WNBA said,
You know,
look, nah, forget that. We just need the more money. Forget the problems. We been had the problems, you know. But transitioning over, let's get into college football because we know tomorrow Saturday. Well, when everybody man, throw that you down. What is you, bro? Chill. We gonna get into that later. But anyway, when y'all watching this video, today will be Saturday, so we got to get into that college football and we got to talk about that Roll Tide. We got to talk about Crimson Tide because, Paul, 2 losses in the last 3 games?
Yeah, man. Those tired, it's laying low this season. You know, I mean, of course, when you lose Nick Saban, one of the best coaches you can possibly have in college football history, it's gonna be different, right? So your recruiting gonna be different. You know, your coaching gonna be different. They're gonna let you, play a little looser, and playing looser not always good. Because
Right.
discipline gonna win you football games at the end of the day. So I mean, Alabama they got a lot of talent, but they are young in certain areas, and Jalen Milroe, while he is an amazing athlete,
That was your
he
boy.
has
You
a
was gassing him up, episode 1.
yeah,
Talk
yeah, oh
about
yeah,
it. Talk about
oh
it
yeah,
now.
but he's not Cam Ward now. I ain't never said that. I'm not taking him over Cam, but yeah, Jalen, he definitely is a one of a kind athlete. But he will make mistakes if you get under his skin. So with 2 losses now, it's gonna be hard to see them making. I mean, yeah, probably making the playoffs now in that conference. So
Yeah.
they might just have to chalk it up and save it for next year. See what happens. But yeah, the SEC is tough. Georgia, they just beat the Braves off of Texas the other weekend, and everybody thought Texas was unbeatable. So you just
All
never
right.
know.
So, Trap, I got a question for you. Now, with Alabama seeing the second loss in the last 3 games, and Paul touched on this topic just a few minutes ago, do you feel like we're starting to see the end of the Bama dynasty with Nick
nah,
Saban retiring and we got a new coach? I'm tripping.
nah. I don't think it's the end of a dynasty. You know, I
Yeah.
still think they're gonna be able to compete, but not to the same extent when they had Nick. You know, I feel like they might be switching out these coaches. You know, they might be switching out, making a little adjustments. You know, because it is looking crazy. You losing the last couple games. It's not looking too good. But
You lost to Vanderbilt. Come on now.
that's crazy.
Vanderbilt.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's
They
crazy.
should
That's a
have they
bad
should have
one.
lost to South Carolina because I was at that game and South Carolina had opportunity after opportunity to win that game and
Right.
it just didn't fall. But man, I guess that home field advantage is real.
They said that, and I think Nick Saban spoke about that on actually like one of the halftimes or before the game on College Game
Oh
Day. He
yeah,
said South Carolina actually has one of the toughest home stadiums to play in. So, like you
right,
said,
right.
that third fan is actually hard to play against it and play in that stadium. But before we move on from Alabama, Paul, I gotta ask you. A lot of people have been talking about Milroe, and he's dropped off a lot of people's Heisman list. So when we speak about
Yeah.
the next level going into the NFL, has he proven that he's an NFL caliber quarterback? Or you spoke about him being this great athlete. Will we see him transition into another position like a Terrell Pryor or another highly talented athletic quarterback?
uh, Shout out to TP, man. That boy's an Oakland Raider legend. But nah, man. I mean, Milroe, I definitely think he could be an NFL quarterback. I mean, he has all the tools. I mean, you got Anthony Richardson in the league. He playing quarterback still, and he definitely is not the. I don't think he makes the smartest plays all the time. So if he's an NFL quarterback, Jalen Milroe could be a quarterback. I mean, because in this game, you need speed at the quarterback position. It's not just a stand in the pocket type of league anymore. So you got to have that type of speed, and he could definitely help somebody's offense. So I mean, he could definitely up the Carolina Panthers, I'm sure. So, but yeah, there's somebody to take him. It just depends who just wants to develop him more. So hopefully it's the right situation for him because I don't want to see him, get in a Bryce Young situation.
Are you telling me? So do you think if Jalen Milroe was to end up in Carolina, does he have a better chance of winning them games than Bryce Young? Just asking.
Yeah, I mean, just because of his mobility, because Bryce, he can't really move like him. Jalen has that next level speed, and I mean, and he can see over the line. So he will definitely bring that different type of aspect to the game. And then, I mean, Bryce, like I said, he's a product of what he was around. In Alabama, he does not going. If it's not perfect around him, he's not going to look great. So. Yeah, I think Jalen would be a little bit better, but I mean, it's not going to be too much better.
Right.
You
But
definitely got to get him some help.
right. Well, you know what? We really don't even have to think about that imaginary situation too much because the way the Panthers record looking, they're gonna have a spot to get one of these top quarterbacks. And when we're speaking about top quarterbacks, a lot of people have been speaking about that boy Shedeur Sanders. And let's get into the bus. Let's get into Colorado. So Colorado pulled off a crucial win against Arizona, bringing them one step closer to being bowl eligible. The Buffaloes came into the game a 2.5-point underdog as they traveled to Arizona to face their conference rival. Despite the two-star Travis Hunter leaving the game early from injuries that Coach Parham described as being banged up, Shedeur Sanders still threw for 3 touchdowns and 250 yards. Now, Trap, I know you had a little back and forth earlier on episode 1, and you said Colorado really ain't, they ain't played nobody. They really ain't proven that they what they hyped up to be. Is that still proven in your eyes, or have Colorado showed you that they here?
They still ain't played nobody. They still ain't played nobody. I mean, hey, salute to them though. Salute to them. I hope they do get in the bowl game. That'll be a good accomplishment. Good little stack to the brothers' resume to help them to the next level. But I don't know. It's just the simple fact that people be saying like they just be talking like they just a championship team. Like that's the part I be getting just thrown off at. Like you can go to a bowl game. That's good. I respect that. Win the bowl game. Like is you gonna ever win the championship with the team though? Like y'all be acting like Deion just acting like he Nick or something. But salute to him though. You doing the thing.
Said that, and you talked about them needing to prove themselves. Like you said, they can get to the bowl game, but they need to win the bowl game. Pause. With Colorado, and we saw a lot of these booking websites having Colorado at 4.5 wins, and we've seen that already. They've eclipsed that number. What is Colorado's ultimate goal this season? Is it getting to the bowl game? Is it a ticket to the college football playoff? Is it winning the national championship? Or like Trap spoke about, is it just you getting the hype on your sons and Travis Hunter for them being the 2 of the top 5 picks? What is the ultimate goal for Colorado?
I mean, honestly, realistically, if they made a bowl game, I mean, I feel like that would be like them winning the national championship because, no, Colorado is never going to make the national championship, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's got to be that or, boosting the draft stock for Travis and Shedeur. I mean, because, we all know they're there just to boost themselves as much as possible and get to that next level. So, If they get to the bowl game, that'll be a good feat. But I mean, you already surpassed what you did last year. I mean, you didn't get too much better, in the trenches and other positions.
Whoa, hold
So
on
I'm
now.
not expecting too much. Yeah, they had all them transfers, but they not really. I mean, yeah, they showing up now, I guess. But the first couple of weeks, they was looking kind of iffy. So they stepping up now, though. I give them that.
100%. 100%. And with we speaking about the draft, and we just spoke about Shedeur Sanders being one of the top quarterbacks that's looking to be drafted, coming off the board in this upcoming draft. Trap, has he done enough to prove to you that he's one of the not just you? Has he done enough to prove to the nation, the NFL, that he should be one, or if not, the top quarterback selected in the upcoming draft?
I feel like he should be top prospect. I do. I feel like he worked towards it, but I mean, I want to see him with like, well, you already know how it's gonna go if you were the top team. Like, if you were top prospect, you're not gonna go to a good team. So I don't know how he. Like, I feel like he gonna need he gonna be looking like with no line. He already struggling a little bit, but he still get what he got to do to get done. But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he's still the top prospect though. Definitely.
100%.
He got a lot of height to his name.
A lot. When your last name Sanders, Trap, hey.
Yeah, that
hype
add to
come
your
with
pick.
it.
That add to your
Got
stock.
to.
I know we ain't speaking on nepotism, are we? Well, if I might say that
Like
wrong.
that,
Nepotism.
Nepotism.
Yeah, nepotism. I don't say that all wrong. But hey, look, no, we ain't talking about that because you try. Come on now, your boy Bronny.
To me, bro.
Talking about names, adding the draft stocks. Hey, we could.
I
That's
mean,
a whole nother.
I ain't gonna lie, how they add to your draft stock when you still second round. Bad pick almost.
You're right. But a lot of people,
Five M's guaranteed. Ain't nobody doing that in the second round.
a lot of people say he shouldn't even have got picked in that second round. Though, if we being
Well,
real.
see, I feel you on that, but why was the Warriors saying, yeah, we was gonna get Bronny, but hey, like we did it out of respect for LeBron. So obviously some teams was looking at him. Yeah.
They know what come with it. That's why.
Hey, look, before we get into basketball, before we get into hoops, I gotta talk about them Texas Longhorns because me and Trap was talking highly on them boys at the beginning of the season. I'm a Buckeye. I'm diehard with them Buckeyes, but Texas was looking nice at the beginning of the season before Quinn went down. But we just saw in the SEC matchup, Georgia outlasting the number one Texas Longhorns 30-15 in the SEC title race to pick up a victory win on the road. Paul, we seen not only Texas go down 20-0 before halftime, but they also benched Quinn Ewers and went to Arch Manning.
Yeah.
What was that? Did they think that Arch was going to bring the team back? Or was that just a little, I guess, slap on Quinn, back just to try to get him hyped? Just pump him up.
I mean,
What's up with that?
sometimes you just got to shake it up, especially, you down like that. And especially how Georgia's defensive line was getting after Quinn and the linebackers, it was just looking ugly. And they was just hoping Arch was going to be able to scramble. But, I mean, he really didn't do too much better. So, I think they just got hit in the mouth pretty much. Georgia was, underdogs. They, got a chip on their shoulder now, losing to Alabama the way they did. So, and we just forgot they won back to back for a reason. So, they definitely reminded us for sure. So, Texas, yeah, I still think they're one of the favorites, for the championship. They just gotta adjust, and you can't let anybody get ahead on you like that for sure, especially not in your own crib. So,
And you
they'll be all right.
cannot go scoreless and in the first half and have fewer
Right.
than less than 50 total yards.
Right.
What is Georgia's defense just that good, or was Texas offense not clicking since Quinn been back? Because we seen when he went out, Archer stepped in and got the victories. He looked nice, was throwing the ball just around, getting completions, winning games. But Quinn come back, and it seems like the offense might have took a step back in a sense. So, is it Quinn? Is he falling off as far as him dropping down on the draft stock, or is it just he has to get back in the rhythm thing since he's coming off that injury?
Feel like it's more him got to get back in the rhythm, Feel like it's more him, but Arch did step up though. So hey, I ain't gonna lie. If it's still gonna be looking crazy, he gonna have to sit on the bench. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he gonna have to sit on the bench. But I feel like he just gotta shake back.
Trap, you the head coach. Quinn came back for another season. He could have went to the draft. You're telling me right now, if Quinn still looks messed up, you benching him if you the head coach?
Yeah. Well, what does you coming back have to do with you performing? You ain't performing. Like I got you here to perform. Like you here to perform, like so. Yeah, if you ain't performing, and I got somebody else that's ready to come in, ready to demonstrate me something. Give me some game one. Yeah, bring them back in. Yeah, get on the bench.
No, 100%, 100%. And before we get off Texas, Paul, I gotta ask you because you spoke about the SEC being tough, being really them dogs. Do you think Texas regrets joining the SEC? Maybe they should have stayed in the Big 12.
I mean, if you want to prove that you one of them dogs, you got to join the dogs. So I don't think they regret it. But I mean, at the end of the day, the Big 12 is gonna miss them because it brought a different element to them. But because now it's not much you can really say that's tough in there. So. But no, I think that they like being in the SEC because it brings them more money at the end of the day. That's the main goal.
Right. But you being in the SEC and you playing dogs now multiple times throughout the year, you playing them same dogs that you might see in the college football playoffs, and you might end up in like a position like Alabama where you already got 2 quick L's before the season's almost over, and one more loss and you're out of the college football playoffs. There's no questions about it.
Yeah,
so you didn't. I don't know. I would have. Texas might have thought about that. Like you said though, playing the dogs throughout the year do help you for sure. It definitely. If you want to beat the dog, you got to beat the dogs. But
yeah, you got to test yourself. But no, I mean, in the future that'll help them with recruits too. Because if you say you put that SEC beside your school's name, you gotta want to play in the SEC if you want to make it to the next level. So that's gonna help them out. But we'll see. They definitely got a shot.
Now, let's get into the NBA because I know we spoke about Bronny James a little too quick. That's my fault. I had to jump in because I got to come at your boy Brian. But Bronny James and the Lakers made his debut. So LeBron and Bronny James made NBA history by becoming the first father-son duo to play together in the regular season during the Los Angeles Lakers' 110-103 victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trap, talk to me about that first game. Talk to me about how did you feel as being a LeBron fan your whole life? Both of you guys are LeBron fans, so I want to hear this side from both of y'all. But Trap, you first. Tell me, how did you feel being a LeBron fan and seeing Bronny take his, first steps into the NBA game, in the second quarter? How did that make you feel?
That's fire, That's fire. Yeah, I feel like that's something you ain't gonna never see. I mean, you might see it. I feel like down the line, but that's something like not gonna see for a long time. Like you not gonna see that. Cause most of the star kid players, like you got Melo's son, Melo out the league. You got Gilbert Arenas, he been out the league, his son, But and LeBron, depending on how long he play, he might can even get to the point where he playing against Bryce. Cause Bryce a senior. So I mean that's only like 1-2 years. So I mean I feel like Brian got at least 1-2 more years. So I feel like he might can even play against his son and play with his son. But hey, Bronny did his thing though. He got 0 points, but he made it to the lead though. My boy, second round pick, man. My boy done made it to the lead, bro. Most of these people can't even make it that far. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
Salute to him. Salute to that boy Bronny, man. Salute to him.
Love it. Peso, lifetime Bron fan. How did you feel about seeing Bronny take them steps out there?
Hey man, that was a proud uncle moment right there, boy. I was teasing just like I knew the boy. But nah, man. I mean, that's just a super dope moment. I feel like, being a new father myself, it's just like I can't even imagine playing in a professional league with my son. In front of millions of people, everybody watching us and anticipating this. So it's just a different type of feeling. Definitely happy for him. I mean, I hope he succeeds. And everybody talking about he didn't score, but what you expect? I mean, he's not really even supposed to play right now. So they shipping him off to the G League in a couple weeks. So
Right.
It's just cool to see. Definitely.
Hey, Paul, you talking about him didn't score? Don't act like I didn't see you on Twitter take the under on Bronny 1.5. I seen it.
Hey,
I seen him. He took the
hey,
under on Bronny, scoring under
hey,
1.5 points. I
that's what you
seen
call
it.
easy money right there. I was scared when he shot that three. Bron said, knock down. I said, oh, man, that's it. But he missed it, thank God.
So talk to me about the game. Lakers won victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves. How did you feel about
Yeah.
JJ Redick getting his first win as a head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers?
I feel like you know how it go over there at Showtime with them Lakers, man. You know, you win some, they praise you. You lose one, they on you. They ready to get you out of there. So, hey, I'm glad he won his first game against Memphis. You know, I'm glad he won that one. That was, especially with the, you know, I don't know, we probably gonna get to that later on. You know, with the acquisitions that Memphis done made. You know, with the players that they done got. So, I mean, hey, Memphis looking like a good team.
Minnesota game.
Oh yeah, my fault. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota. Even Minnesota though. You know, they looking like a good team, but I got them at the top of the like they going to top. I feel like they might go top 5. You know?
Top 5.
Top five. I feel like they gonna do their little thing.
Speaking of your top, before we get to the next subject, Trap, you gave me that. I don't know if you got your list pulled up right now. My fault if you don't, but what's the rest of that top 5 list? Because you got them 5th. What's up with the rest of that list?
Put it up for you.
You good, man? Because I gotta hear that. I want to hear that list.
My boy said he trying to hit the list, bro.
I
think I got Grizzlies. I think I got Grizzlies at the 1. Better yet, bro. I ain't gonna do. Let me go ahead and open up.
I was about to say,
let me go ahead and open up these notes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead.
Hey, why you open it up?
Notes.
Hey, Peso, Paul, how you feel about Lakers getting that first dub? You like JJ at the first, coach? I know you like them Blue Devils. So how you feel about JJ getting that first dub?
No, I actually was impressed because it definitely looked like they was actually running plays and running sets. You know, with Darvin Ham, it just feels like, you know, he was just playing freestyle ball sometimes. But if they could definitely, you know, run the ball through AD, you know, have Bron as the secondary and everybody else, you know, doing their little thing, they'll be all right. You know, because they definitely got some weapons. They don't have a lot of names that blow your socks off, but they definitely got some guys that could compete. So I like to see what JJ doing.
Yeah, and for that list, I got Minnesota at 1. I got OKC going 2.
Okay.
Mavs 3rd, Nuggets 4. But I ain't gonna lie, Mavericks, not Mavericks, the other Nuggets. I got Nuggets going 4, but I don't know. I gotta see how they get right, and I got Grizzlies at 5, so I got them at 5th. So you know what I'm saying?
When we speak on them Nuggets, hey, Peso, I said this the other day. I don't know, this might be a crazy take. And I want to knock on wood because I don't wish injury on nobody, but I really feel like the Nuggets are one injury away from being a lottery team, bro. Because, bro, Peso, listen, check this out. You traded KCP in Orlando. That was one of your best defenders, one of your best glue guys. Let's give KCP his flowers.
Oh yeah.
What? Bruce Brown was a pivotal piece. I know he been gone, but Bruce Brown, a pivotal piece. I'm just saying pieces that they lost after winning that championship that you know still could have provided for them. Who else? Who else is on that? That's 2 pieces right there that's off the bench. I'm just saying that to say when you look at Denver Nuggets right now, I feel like if you and you can say that with any star team for sure. If they lose a star player, they could, you know, drop down and be one of the top picks for sure. But I just feel like with the Nuggets, you really can't name too many guys off their bench other than Brody.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the roster that they used to, that's for sure. I mean, you know, Christian Brown, Russell Westbrook.
He's starting now, right? I think he took KCP's spot.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, they don't have too many names like that. I mean, you know, they rely on their big 3 like they usually do. But if they not hitting, I don't know who else going to hit because Russ is definitely not what he used to be. So yeah, it's. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as say the lottery team because I mean, I don't think as long as Joker is out there, they definitely gonna be, you know, competing with anybody. So, and he don't even jump high. So, if for him to get hurt long term, it would have to be something crazy. So, we'll see. But nah, I wouldn't say a lottery team. But they
Not a lot
definitely,
of team.
I
Okay.
was definitely shocked they didn't do much against OKC yesterday. So
Right.
we'll see how the season goes.
Nah, 100%. Now, Trap, you talked about this big trade that happened before the season started, and we got to get into it because that boy, what, they call him Big Purr? Big Cat? That's what they call him. No, Trap. I ain't come up with the name Trap. That's what I heard they call him.
That's a crazy name.
That's what, hey, I
Bo
heard they
Davis
calling
the
that boy
cat.
Big Purr. That's what I heard they calling him. Hey,
Yes.
Trap. But anyway,
That's what they
Cat.
call him.
We got Cat traded. So the Minnesota Timberwolves traded Karl Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Who won that trade, Trap? Who won that trade in your opinion? Who you got winning it?
I
The
got
Knicks? Timberwolves.
I don't. Me personally, I don't like Cat. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like Cat. I feel like shy away from going to the paint. Yes, you a 3-point. You know, you won your little 3-point championship. Yeah. But you also be streaky from the three, so you need to. He'll just keep shooting from the three. He ain't gonna go in the paint. But at the same time, him and Brunson, I feel like that's a good. You know, that's a good little pair. But Randall with the Timberwolves though. Hey, I don't like him in the playoffs. Cause you can't put no money on them in the playoffs.
Right.
But him with DiVincenzo, you know, they had a good little debut. You know, I mean, look, okay, Randall had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 5 for 10. You know, good little. He showed out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In his debut, DiVincenzo had 10, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 3 for 11. You know, but I feel like it's just all gonna come in due time. It's gonna all come in due time. I feel like they're gonna be a top contender. You know.
Right. 100%. Now, Peso, talk to me, bro.
Nope.
Who won the trade in your eyes?
I mean, anytime you get a 2-for-1, especially when you're missing shooting, you get a
Speak
shooter,
about that.
a
Speak about that
certified
shooting,
shooter.
bro.
DiVincenzo, you know, a guy that can hit 7 to 8 threes in a game. Yeah, I say the Timberwolves won that because, like Trap said, I'm not really a big Cat fan either. I mean, he's definitely a solid player, but he's not nothing that you're gonna miss for real. Especially with Randall. You know, Randall just got 33 last night. You know,
I was just about to say it.
Yeah, I don't know if Cat was outscoring Ant too many times last season, so that's a good sign for them boys. And you know, DiVincenzo hasn't even really got hot yet, so. They definitely won that trade in my eyes. I mean, the Knicks, they think they have a little squad, but I'm not really impressed by them boys either. Everybody was getting on me the other day because I made a post about it, but I mean, they
What the
lost a
post
lot of
say? What the
shooting with
post
him.
say?
I
What the
said,
post
you know,
say?
they just overrated, you know, especially how they got beat by Boston in the first game of the season. Like, you can't do
It
that.
was a terrible showing. I'm
That
not
was
gonna lie.
terrible, you know, and you know, you
Boy,
did all
straight
that.
belt.
Right. You did all those moves to, you know, see if you could equal up to Boston, and then you go up to Boston and get blew out by 30. So that's not a good sign to me.
Nah, for sure. 100%. 100%. And before we move on to the NFL, because I got to speak about this. This was 2 crazy things that happened in the NBA. The first one, so the NBA has launched an investigation into the Philadelphia 76ers regarding Joel Embiid's player participation. Embiid did not play in the preseason or the season opener against the Minnesota Bucks, citing left knee injury management. Trap, we did see Joel Embiid say before the season started, look, I ain't playing back-to-back games in the regular season. I'm not. He said he's going to preserve himself. So, with the NBA launching an investigation into him, do you think they have a reason to, or since we see players like Kawhi that been doing stuff like this, they need to, you know, chill out? If you want to take the fines, if you want to sit back and miss these games, hey, we need to let him. Or then you get into it, Trey. How you feel?
I just feel like, hey, Joel, bro. Hey, bro.
Talk
you
to
know,
him.
I hope this paperwork looking right. So they finna be investigating all that. So now this got the NBA on some. Is it really deeper than we asked his name? Is it something that he trying to get up out of there? Is he acting like this because he trying to get up out of there? But I hope not, because you just got your boy to come over there. So, and it's not looking good. Both of y'all is out in the start of the season. Yeah, injuries do play a part, but you just played in the Olympics, so maybe you shouldn't even, you shouldn't even really had a part in that. If you ain't gonna even play your debut, you know what I'm saying? But it say it's a bruised knee, you know.
Right.
Same thing with PG, they saying, yeah, it's a knee. So I know he has had a problem with his knee, but that is a problem, though. That's definitely a problem. And they looking into it, so I hope everything come back smooth where they ain't losing like no picks or they getting punished for it. But I feel like they might make him play. They might make him play. Or take them fines, you know. They don't be letting Kawhi, or they don't be on Kawhi like that.
Now, can they really, theoretically speaking, can they really make him play for real? For real? Like, hey, ain't no resting back to backs. You gotta play every game. Like,
nah,
well, not every game, but you know.
I feel like when I say that, I mean like on the aspect of like you gonna play some back to backs. If nothing ain't wrong with you, they gonna come up with a way where you playing some back to backs, and then you want to be. You say you one of the best. Of course, you say you real vocal about it. Kawhi not as vocal about it. You know, everybody just say, okay, we know Kawhi game, we know what he do, but you more vocal about it, saying like, you know, you feel like you better than this person. You like a top MVP candidate and all this. So how you supposed to prove that? So you just gonna give up on that, you know? So I don't know. To me, that look bad on him if he don't play. But if they don't make him play, it is what it is.
Right.
Better for us in the Heat in the East, man. Better for us. I ain't tripping.
Definitely better for y'all in the East for sure. Hey, anytime Joel Embiid, I know a lot of Eastern Conference teams happy. You got to be happy to see that man. Mm-hmm. Hey, Peso, look, so we mentioned Kawhi, and it's funny that we mentioned Kawhi because Randy Shelton, a former Clippers trainer, has filed a lawsuit against the Los Angeles Clippers. He claims that the team has mishandled Kawhi Leonard's injuries and retaliated against him for voicing his concerns about his unsafe and illegal treatment. Paul, this is not only the first time we've seen someone of Kawhi's, and we're not going to say Kawhi's camp because this is a former Clippers trainer, but this is the second time we've seen someone basically defending Kawhi Leonard saying that he wasn't healthy enough to actually go out there and play, and a franchise is trying to make him go out there, no matter if it's on a bum leg, a bum knee, whatever. They're trying to make him go out there when he's not 100%. Do you think Kawhi is pulling some strings, is, you know, playing some kind of victim card that way? Like Trap was speaking, it doesn't look bad for him missing all these games, or is he actually the player that's coming out and speaking what some players might be actually scared to speak, saying that, hey, look, we're not healthy to come out and play these max games that y'all want us to play? How do you feel about Kawhi or this former trainer coming out and suing the Clippers franchise?
Yeah, I mean, that is interesting, you know, when information like that comes out, because it has you questioning, like, what's really going on that we don't know behind closed doors. I mean, I would hope to think that, you know, he definitely didn't do that on purpose and, you know, really wanted to play the games if he was healthy. But if they weren't really helping him get back to 100% before putting him out there, that's kind of crazy, because you basically not even caring about the man's health. You know, you just worried about the product, or, you know, the money you're making off of him. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what the outcome of that trial is, or whatever it is. So we'll see.
100%. And it's crazy because we talked about Paul George being one of those players that's, you know, very injury prone, and we got somebody, a former trainer, speaking out against the Clippers franchise, saying that they're mishandling injuries. And what we seen Kawhi go to the Philadelphia, not Kawhi, we seen Paul George go to the Philadelphia 76ers. Trap just mentioned it. Boom, now he's hurt again. So I think franchises and their training staff are going to start being more mindful now that we see a lot of these former, you know, trainers coming out and putting a little pressure on them, suing them, saying, hey, look, we're holding you accountable. So I think a lot of franchises are going to start, you know, taking that into consideration, being mindful of the trainers and, you know, the healing and recovery process with these injuries. So let's get into the NFL. Let's talk about it. So, because we've seen a lot of big trades go down in the NFL. The wide receiver spot been hot. A lot of big moves been going on. This is part of the show that we've been eager to get back and talk about. So the first one happened on the wake up. Paul, you hit the chat early talking about this trade. So DeAndre Hopkins to the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. So the Kansas City Chiefs recently acquired DeAndre Hopkins from the Tennessee Titans as part of a trade. Paul, we see that Kansas City has injuries like Rashee Rice, Isaiah Pacheco. Do you think that DeAndre Hopkins is that answer for the Kansas City Chiefs. But keep in mind that 6-0? So
Yeah.
they're undefeated. They undefeated with these injuries. What
Right.
does DeAndre Hopkins bring to this franchise, to this team?
So D-Hop, he's definitely a great receiver, still one of the best hands in the business for sure. He's definitely not a receiver that's going to, take the top off your defense or, you know, outrun the defense, anything like that. But like on third down, red zone, he's going to be big for the Chiefs because, like I said, he has one of the best hands. He knows how to box people out, being a former basketball player on the field. So he's definitely going to bring some upside to the offense, and hopefully they'll, take some pressure off of Travis Kelce, get him loose because he really hasn't done too much, up to this point. So we'll see. I definitely think, he'll be more of a short term answer for their problems. While like Rasheed Rice and Hollywood Brown, you forgot about him because he hasn't played all season. He was supposed to
I
be a big
did
signing
forget
for them.
about Hollywood
Yeah,
Brown.
he's supposed to be out there too. So
He didn't even play a
yeah,
game this year yet, did he?
right. He hasn't played, not yet. So he'll definitely be a short term answer for him. I don't know if they'll re-sign him next year. That'll be a big question. So we'll see. I'm rooting for him though because
Right.
he's never played with a quarterback like this one before.
Now, let's transition over. Trap, we talked about DeAndre Hopkins going to the Chiefs, but we seen another profound wide receiver get traded to an organization that felt like they needed a little bit more offense. Davante Adams traded to the New York Jets. Trap, talk to me. How you feel about that trade? How do you feel about the Jets? Aaron Rodgers getting his old buddy, his old friend, his old dog. Trap, he got his brother with him. How you feel about him? They rolling in New York now.
Man, look, man. Your boy Aaron Rodgers ain't feeling nothing. Nathaniel. That man, hey, bro, it's time to. I don't think he finna do Nathaniel with him. But hey, that's a good pickup though. I was surprised by that one though. I was surprised when I seen that they got him. I was kind of a little surprised. I was like, okay. But then they don't got no quarterback. And he ain't really performing. He ain't the same. He ain't the Packers. He ain't him. He, obviously, age play a big part. You can't beat Father Time. You cannot beat Father Time. It's a good pickup. They still gonna have to make some. I feel like they got to make some moves at that quarterback though, if they want to contend. But they not no championship team.
We seen the Jets drop to 2-5 this year after they suffered a loss. In Devontae Adams' debut game too, the Pittsburgh Steelers 37-15 loss. Talk to me because I know you watched that game. I know you was locked in on Davante Adams' first game. I know you seen some highlights and clips with that game. How did that game make you feel?
I mean, it made me feel like what we all know. Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have it anymore. Like you got your former Davante Adams. You had him before Allen Lazard. You got Breece Hall, who's a Pro Bowl caliber running back. Tyler Conklin, he's not top 10 tight end, but he's definitely a solid tight end. So what else could you need? You getting everything you need, and you still can't win the game. You can't even get close. So it's Aaron Rodgers, and I feel sorry for Robert Saleh because they fired him, for no reason, and he pretty much built that defense. So
yeah,
it's time for Aaron to sit down after this year. I mean, maybe he could be a backup somewhere, in case of emergency like Joe Flacco. But yeah, I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Man, it's time to go ahead and sit
out,
man.
A-Rod taking no backup.
He ain't taking no backup. I don't think he's taking no backup.
But if he want to still make that money, he would. So, but nah, I just don't see them doing much. They probably won't even make the playoffs the way they playing.
Hey, but look at us though. A lot of people were talking about that offensive line that the Jets had last year when Zach Wilson was back there. Cause we seen Zach running for his life last year with that offensive line. So, can we put all the blame on Aaron Rodgers just yet? Is it his fault, or can we say that the Jets still don't have the personnel? They don't have the roster to thrive yet. Trap, is it that they just don't have the roster yet?
I feel like it's both. I mean, but yeah, they done made some moves, so I feel like they leaning towards the right direction. But the personnel do play a part. And let's say, man, the quarterback is your nucleus. If your quarterback is not hitting on Nathaniel, you're not gonna strive. So Yeah, I feel like it's just time for my boy to just call it curtains, man. Time for him to call it curtains, man. Collect them bags, though. Definitely collect your bag. But hey, time to call it curtains, man. Like, go ahead and just march out good, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. Peso, before we get into entertainment, I got to ask you this question because we sped through the Chiefs and a lot of people are not talking about this. The Chiefs have the chance to do something that hasn't been done in history, and that's three-peat as a Super Bowl champions. Never been done. Teams have won back-to-back. Right. Nobody has won a three-peat in the NFL. So we see them go out. They're already, like we said, they're 6-0. They're undefeated. But they still go out and give that boy Pat Mahomes a weapon like DeAndre Hopkins because we know Isaiah Pacheco, he not hurt all year. He's coming back. Some of those weapons are coming back. Kelsey shouldn't be in the slump all year. We hopefully Taylor Swift get him right the second half, something. But Kelsey should pop out and show something.
Yeah, we'll see.
So I want to ask you this. If the Chiefs win this championship, if they win the Super Bowl, become 3-time, first three-peat ever in NFL history, can we put that boy Pat Mahomes over the GOAT, Tom Brady? Can we do it?
I mean, he definitely is right there with him. I mean, the only thing I feel like Tom has on Pat is that he beat him in the Super Bowl for one. And then for two, he did it with two different teams, two different franchises. If Pat goes somewhere else, the Chiefs somehow just, say, yeah, Pat, we don't want you anymore, and he goes somewhere else and does it, I think that'll definitely surpass it. But that three-peat will definitely, bolt them past, Steve Young's and, top three quarterbacks, Peyton Manning's, Drew Brees. He definitely above all those guys, so. But yeah, Tom, I mean, with those 7, it's just hard to just pass him, especially two different franchises. So, but he close though. But I don't think he's gonna get it though. I think they setting us up for, the Chiefs just losing on a miraculous last-minute play or something like that. Because I'm pretty sure that's probably one of the most betted people to win the Super Bowl this year. So that'll never happen.
Hold on though. Let me ask you though. So you saying okay. So you said. My boy got to go. Well, Patty got to go somewhere else and win, right? It was right. So okay. I hate to bring this up, man. Because it is two different sports. But that boy KD did it. You was on KD. Like, what the problem is? What the problem is?
The problem is KD joined the bandwagon. Tom ain't joined. Tom saved the franchise. Just like Bron saved Miami when he came to us.
Man,
whoa. He did.
Bron saved Miami?
He did. Wade wasn't there no more.
Come on now.
Wade needed help. Y'all know that.
Come on, bro. We ain't gonna say he saved the franchise.
Miami?
How did he save the franchise though?
We weren't nowhere. We weren't gonna never get another ring.
So would you say LeBron the bandwagon then? Would you say that?
No, I wouldn't say that either.
So why would you? What? So why would you say
that?
Y'all.
What?
No, they teamed up. He didn't join them. We teamed up. They said if he team up, say we gonna go there and we gonna meet you there. Not y'all already there. I'm just gonna come over here. That's what KD did.
So you don't think they had no talk like, yeah, we finna come over here? Like, hey, y'all, I'm coming over here. We finna. I see y'all can't get over this hump.
Of course,
it's cool though. I'm gonna help y'all get over this hump.
Of course, we was the worst. We was not the worst, but we was one of the worst teams in the league before Bron came. And then we just skyfolded to the first in the league. That's the type
just
of difference
crazy, bro. Y'all call that a spade, twin, man. Hey, bro, man. Look, man.
Hey, we gonna keep apples and oranges, apart. But it is what it is, man. I know y'all don't see it like me.
Hey, look, let's transition because while we talking about people that's not seeing eye to eye, not seeing on the same page with things. Hey, Trap, you sent my boy, you sent me a Instagram DM of my boy, LiAngelo Ball. So I'm gonna let you speak on that. I'm gonna let you speak on that.
So boom. I don't know if y'all really know, cause I ain't gonna hate on like that. I ain't gonna play like that. But look though, LiAngelo Ball, the third brother. I think he the oldest, he the oldest.
Lonzo,
Middle
He
child.
Alonzo the
LaMelo.
oldest. He the
Middle
okay.
child.
So he the middle. He went at Camron. You know, he ain't like how they was speaking on his name. They ain't saying his name right. They dissing him. You know, they really saying he ain't never amount to nothing. They calling him what they calling him? They calling him Geno.
They said Geno.
they calling him Geno. You know, he come back, he bounce out, he pop his little stuff like, who is Camron? What have you done? Like, what have you done? Like, what is you
You're
really
not even
doing?
a top 5 rapper.
You not even the top 5 rapper, but
Top
I just
10.
seen today what my boy say. Camron said, "Hey, we ain't gonna act like Camron when the prime factor in this hip hop. You know, with the drip. You know what I'm saying? With all that." He said, "Hey, going platinum like winning the championship. I got plenty of them. You know, so hey, I ain't gonna lie, you study little Gelo. You study little Gelo. Hey." I don't know though. I feel like that's just crazy though. That was a crazy little beef though. I ain't expect Gelo to say nothing. But hey, he got his little podcast too though. So he trying to get them little clips in. He trying to run it up too. You know, I respect it.
Hey man, I feel like Gelo is always the butt of all Ball brother jokes, man. I feel like ever since my boy hit that stain in China when he was at UCLA, I feel like people just gave up on my boy. They just feel like he was the butt of all jokes. They feel like, I don't know. I just feel like why they shorting him like that? What's up with Gelo? Why Gelo got to take all the slack?
That's why.
But did he get the opportunity as his brother? Did he get the same opportunities?
Of course. He was on the G League just like Bronny was.
And not even that. He went overseas just like Melo.
Right.
He went overseas. When he went Melo with what team that was? Lithuania.
They went over there together.
Buckets.
He was over there together. You know, he was giving them buckets, but he ain't end up the same place as Melo. So hey, they should tell you a little something.
Like I told you, man.
You know?
It's only a couple of Lonzo balls in the Melos. It's a million Gelos, man. He got if he had brought the assist game to his game, I think he'll be better. But you know, he just a 6'5", 6'6" shooter. He can't, ain't too many. It's a whole lot of those.
100%. Now, this next entertainment topic, Trout, I'm gonna let you introduce that one too, because it's a little lengthy, but we got to dive into it because we got some unfortunate news this morning. I woke up, on the bad side. Trout, what happened this morning? Talk to them people, man.
Oh, you talking about your boy Schmirk, man.
Talk to them people, man. What
I
happened
ain't gonna lie, like if we would have had a podcast like a year or like a couple years ago, like, bruh, I probably can go in the text messages with me and Keno. We've been saying like, hey, bruh, Durk moving a little sloppy. I thought he was gonna get caught up, for allegedly being, part of. Everybody thought he was a part of the FBG with the duck. You know what I'm saying? But he won, obviously. But they might try to tie him in some way. I don't know. But he just got arrested for murder for hire. For the what's his name? Pap.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Quando Rondo cousin.
Yeah, Quando Rondo cousin. That's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But moving sloppy though. But I will say this. People on the internet, they more like they saying, dang, they really made.
Keep it going.
Oh yeah. They saying like, yeah, they made them slide. Like they really made them slide for Vaughn, But I wouldn't say it's the internet, bro. That's just what they grew up in, Like it's been countless stories of allegedly this happened and then this happened, So I mean, I don't know. It's sad to see. Like, I ain't the biggest Smirk fan. I ain't the biggest Dirk fan, but. Hey, bro, I hope he make his way out there, Hope he make his way out that situation. I hope it look good for him. But the Feds, 95% though.
Man.
That is crazy.
I heard someone say 99.9%.
Yeah, it's up there. So, I mean, hey, I hope he make it out that situation. How you feeling? I know that's your favorite rapper, man. My boy Venus, how you feeling about it?
I had to throw the V-Roy hoodie on just for this pod. I
felt like this question. I see you with the V-Roy. I
felt like this question was coming up, but you mentioned it, bruh. If we honestly had a podcast or some kind of content platform that we could have put out information 2 years ago, we would have said that something's coming. I don't want to say a Rico, but we felt as though if something per se was coming, if we look back on, let's say, the incident where the people broke into his home and quote unquote India allegedly was the one who shot back at them, I felt as though
That was
then
crazy.
we knew then that Dirk is a felon for guns. He's a felon. Can't even be around guns. And for the fact that 12 didn't even take him in for no question, and then, or just he didn't get in trouble for just being in the vicinity for guns. It was just that you just felt like they was building the case. We talked about the duck, the old block 6. I felt as though if they might call him in for that, and the police was just playing, or feds was just playing gradual games with it, just letting them slide by. So, like you said, when the feds come, they come. Like they already got the case built on you. So it just seems as though if they just was letting him live life and they was just collecting notes over time, and ultimately they got him this morning. They booked him. So it's very sad. I mean, it's unfortunate, but like you said, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're in that environment, you know how it go. And you spoke about it earlier with the internet. I just feel as though if a lot of people on the internet are just jumping to conclusions when it comes to his conviction. And Paul, I'm gonna let you speak on this. I just want to say this. Of course, when someone gets arrested, they're gonna speak about the maximum amount of time they can get when it comes to their charges. We see
Yeah.
NBA YoungBoy was arrested for like 60 plus charges, and quote unquote, the first thing that they was throwing out was he's facing 200 and something years. Man, let's be honest. We family. All the listeners, we family. We know YoungBoy not doing no 200 years. We just seen this man beat the feds. So I feel as though if when you're seeing stuff like Lil Durk's facing life, he's facing the death penalty, you see a lot of people on Twitter, man, Durk done threw his whole life away, man. He gonna do life. He finna get the death chair. Money talk. And I'm not condoning what he doing for sure. I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying what he did was right. What he allegedly did, because he's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. That's another thing these people forgetting on the internet, but we ain't gonna speak on that. I just feel as though if we got to see how this play out, because like I said, of course they're throwing out the maximum amount of charges, time he can get for these charges, but this is what they're going to do. They're going to let you know the maximum amount. But Trap, you spoke about it earlier. Me and you was texting, Young Thug, a mistrial's coming. So you just never know. So, hey, look, my thoughts, prayers with, bro. Free Schmirk. That's how I feel. But Peso, Paul, how you feeling about the situation? I know it threw you off this morning too. It threw all social media, everyone off. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, they always say they come for you when you at your highest, and I feel like he been everywhere, right? Like, he been on everybody's songs, I saw him at the Bears practice facility on Hard Knocks,
Just got the keys to the
you
city.
feel me? Yeah, man. And they, like you said, they was just building the case on letting him live his life, do his thing, and he knew it. I feel like he knew it was coming too, because he just you could just kind of tell in his songs, like, yeah, they know they coming for me. So I hope he beat it though, because we don't want to see nobody locked up, especially if they don't have no real proof of that. So yeah, but like you said, money talk. So
Money do talk.
and he got plenty of that, I'm sure.
Hey Trap, before we get I'm my fault to cut you off. I just had to ask you a question, Trap. Now we see Dirk getting locked up right now for quote unquote allegedly a murder for hire. But last week we saw Mama Duck actually go out on her own limb and file a lawsuit against not only Lil Durk but multiple of these record labels for saying her son's name and just adding on to this this long-term beef. Do you feel as though and I don't want to say Mama Duck particular, but do you feel as though if these Chicago parents, when their child are into something, they need to be more honest, or we really can't say nothing when it comes to somebody's child? So I see a lot of people saying like, you gotta leave Mama Duck alone. That's her child. You can't say nothing. That's her son. How do you feel about the case, just everything when it comes to that?
I feel like, you see it all the time, so I don't blame her. I don't blame her for it, because that's like a big topic with that happened with the TK trial. You probably, I don't know if y'all remember, but the TK, he got convicted for, I'm still gonna say allegedly. He allegedly killed the dude at the Chick-fil-A or whatever. And his family, he did the Ray song. They was trying to sue for that. Like the parents of the victim was trying to sue for that because he got convicted for it, so he can do that. So I can see that. And also in the Young Thug, they saying it might be a mistrial. They say they gonna resume Tuesday. So I don't know. We gotta see how that go. But let's say Thug get convicted for, I don't know, for one of the murders they trying to put on him with Nut. If he did something with that allegedly or whatever. Let's say they do that. Like I could probably assume like with the stuff Thug was saying that some of his music they gonna try to sue for that. Like you use that to benefit, like you use that to get money out the name. So I don't blame him for it. You know, that's a son, but also you gotta know what life he was living with it too though. But you ain't living that life. That's your son living your life. So 100%. It is what it is, you know.
No, 100%. Again, like we said, the whole situation with the Smirk thing is really crazy, honestly. And for it to not even be 24 hours and we already see people throwing away the key, saying this man, his life is done. He's guilty. I don't know, it's just crazy to me, but
it's looking crazy though. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's looking crazy. That 95% just look crazy. Then I don't know if you
speak a little bit more into the details, Chuck, because a lot of people don't know certain details, so speak on it.
Yeah, like the day, like they even said, like he tried to trick the feds. Like he was trying to play a little move. Like he booked 3 flights, one to Paris, one to Switzerland, and one to the Dubai.
Yeah,
he was booking different flights, but though, see, that's what I'm saying though. Like some people you might be cool with might not have your best interest at heart either, because they said one of his partners had a wire for years.
OTM Jam,
you know, like for years. So no telling what even allegedly, but no telling what even like what he been saying around him. So I mean that, and alongside with you booking the flights, like you know, like okay, they just booked these people for this murder. Okay, I gotta book these flights. I gotta get out of here. And they said they found out through wiretaps that he was saying like anybody that testify, like they gotta pay for that. You know, that's what allegedly they said. So I mean, it's just looking crazy. It's just looking crazy. And I feel like it's gonna be the wiretaps that mess them up if they eligible in court, because you know the emotions and all that stuff we seeing that with the Young Thug trial.
Do you think this is one of those cases where we see the feds use his lyrics against him in the court of law?
I mean, yeah, you see it. They starting to bring up that type of stuff more and more now, especially, you know, people just putting all that in their raps, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's supposed to be freedom of speech, and you can't use that in the court of law, but they get around it nowadays, so we'll see. I'm not too sure though.
100% now. Let's get into this lock of the weekend, because I know a lot of y'all viewers trying to make a little weekend cash. I know y'all trying to make a little weekend fatty. Look, STAND10, we got y'all. For sure, we got y'all. And matter of fact, Peso, you was the one that went 1-0 week 1.
Hold on,
one that got your pick.
1-1, son. 1-1. My boy called 2 picks. I can't let that slide.
My
boy threw 2 picks out there. He went 1-1.
Yeah,
he went 1-1.
Yeah, hey, look, I ain't gonna forget that.
Hey, look, you was the one to get the win. Hey, look, we gonna count that. You was the one to get the dub. So look, check this out. What's that lock of the weekend? Because them people need to make some money. They might try to put a little STAND10 parlay together, a little 3-way. What's up? Well, get them people that lock.
I mean, if you want to go college, you got to go with them Hurricanes and get Florida State this week, baby. We're gonna knock them out in the state rivalry game, but you know, Florida State, they not looking too much this year. So, and then NFL. I mean, you see that boy up there.
Hey, Charles, that's how you get you, ain't it? One college, one NFL.
Yes, sir. Got to, man.
That's how you get you. So, hold on. What you taking with with your team in college? You taking money line? What you taking spread? What you taking?
Man, you might well take the spread, man. 20 and a half, man.
20 and a half.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
they ain't got nobody to stop Cam, man.
Okay.
You know what time it is.
Okay.
And them birds, we gonna knock Cincinnati out this week.
What birds?
I hope we do get that win. Though.
These birds.
We need that.
Yes, sir.
Y'all should.
We should.
We should. Saquon look nice against some Giants. I can't lie. He look nice against the Giants.
He looking good. He looking good out there. I hope those, hey man, knock on wood. I don't know if y'all heard it. I'm knocking on that wood. They keep this up. We need to keep this up. He looking good out there. I'm liking how we looking.
Jalen not turning the ball over right now, so that's what we need.
We looking good. We looking good. Hope we keep it up, man. Stay healthy.
Don't act like them Texans ain't looking good too, though, Trap. You know, Texans looking good.
I mean, they cool. Like, see y'all.
I know you seen Dez about to get on. Hey, I'm about to tell somebody what's good. Man.
They cool. They cool. You know what I'm saying? They cool, but we ain't even worrying about that. I'm worrying about my birds. You know what I'm saying? What's the home team right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did lose to the Packers. You know we beat them boys, so don't let you forget that. Beat the brakes off them boys in Brazil.
Hey, look, so hey Trap, before you get your lock of the weekend, let me tap in real quick, get mine real quick, because I gotta fight back. I was 0-1. I gave a bad lock that first week. So you know what? For the viewers, I gotta look out for this week. I'm gonna give y'all a little gem. I'm putting this on my personal parlay too, so you know it's real. I promise you it's real. Look, check this out. I got that Missouri and Alabama game. Check this out. Bama gonna fight this game. Like we were speaking about earlier, coming off 2 losses in the last 3 games, they're coming against this Missouri team who I think they were kind of overhyped coming into the season. I feel like a lot of teams or a lot of people had them finishing a little higher than what they're actually showing they're actually to be now. So I got the game going over 51 and a half. Bama and Missouri, take that over. Bama's defense is not the same Bama defense from the past. A lot of teams are scoring points on them. We seen Vandy score 30 on them, so I can see that over easily going over. So take the over in the Missouri-Alabama game going over 51 and a half. That's my lock of the weekend. Trap, get them people that gym. They trying to get from you. What's your lock of the weekend?
I got Notre Dame versus Navy. I got the spread, Notre Dame 12 and a half. I think they're going to get that. It's going to be a good game. I think they're gonna win that spread though. So I'm taking Notre Dame for that one. I'm taking Notre Dame.
You don't like that face, huh?
Hey, Navy looking good this year, man. All the military schools, they not playing, boy. I don't know what's going on. It's gonna be a
good game. I ain't worrying about that. I'm putting my money on that one. It's cool. It is what it is. You gotta scared money don't make no money. Ain't that what they say?
No risk, no reward. But that's what they say for real.
Nah, but.
Nah, facts. But hey, look, check this out. Tonight was another good episode 2 with the STAND10 podcast, the family. Love chopping it up with y'all. Love just bringing good vibes and good energy to the show, because that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to continue to do. Any closing remarks from you two?
Hey, man, salute. We're going to be getting back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. You know, salute all y'all. We appreciate the love and all that, man. STAND10 podcast, STAND10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, we appreciate all the support, man. Know y'all been waiting on this. Hopefully we're going to keep it rolling for y'all and just keep on growing, man. STAND10.
Turn me up, Mark. Niggas talking for the net, I don't hear that shit either. Why she blowing up my line, acting just like I need her? Smoking gas, I keep my feet up. Bitch, it's nice to meet you. I just been just stuck up in my thoughts since like I met the Reaper. Ross, I shit, I'm tryna blow up. I might beat the beater. Don't ask me questions about no niggas. I might make her eat. Beat the beat up, off the top, it's just like Ike Tina. My OG old school had to tell me lay up off the reefer. Had to take a couple L's, I fucked around and made it twice. I'm living life just like a gamble, nigga, I just roll the dice. I hate it when she say she love me, baby, gotta hit twice. Poppin' shit right in my music, baby, know it's some slang. Man, fuck this shit. I done showed too much love to these niggas, turned out they were dogs. I ain't forgot about them niggas, used to walk and ask for hugs. Look how quick these niggas switch up, now they tryna